Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
What is going on, everybody? We are here today making magic, making moves, not celebrating a birthday. Let's go, everybody. It's birthday time. Happy birthday, Godzilla Battle Line. Disappointed, but we're gonna have a good time on stream. Of course we are. We always have a good time. So welcome everybody to the birthday event for Godzilla Battle Line. Thank you all. Sad death day? Maybe not a death day, but definitely not an amazing birthday that we're having at the moment. So, welcome everybody to my impassioned rant stream, where I will basically rant about how I don't like this birthday while we play the All-Star Battle. I am just putting the link to my live stream in the Facebook group real quick, if you don't mind me doing like that. More like midday. Yeah, it is not an amazing event in my opinion, but it is what it is. Okay. Had to put that on Facebook. You know that people have a 30% more chance of dying on their birthday? You know I have a 30% more chance of upgrading unnecessary units to level 30? The All-Star Battle may be getting better in the second half and may feature who knows. I wish they gave you a piece of the anniversary. So I guess I should explain why I'm not happy. I've been getting a few comments today. People are unsure, or not clear on why I'm unhappy with the event. And I've made myself pretty clear on the Discord. But I feel like I gotta show up for this. So let me. Can I pull up on here? I'm just pulling up Toho Games website. I don't mean to not talk with y'all, but I'm just trying to pull this up really quickly. Toho Games. Can I pull it up on stream? I think so. Okay. Oh, that's locked? Why is it locked? Alright, I'll put it right over here. Yeah. Okay. So what has me concerned at the moment is right here. Oh my god. Nee has donated $45 to help build Kiryu. Nee, goated. We love it. We love a fat donation. Anything to support the channel, supports me, supports the Discord, supports our bot, supports the everything that we got, the free pages you guys can look at and everything. So thank you for the donation. He's very generous. You didn't need to do it, but I appreciate that you did. So this right here has me pretty concerned. Enjoy monster matches never seen before on film. Make your favorite monsters and star and unlock new abilities and optional parts. Now, I hit record by accident. I didn't mean to record any of that. Unlocking new abilities and optional parts is not a slope that I want to ride on. It is not a slide I want to go down. I used to play Marvel Future Fight a lot when it came out, and Marvel Future Fight had alternate costumes for characters that gave new abilities and stuff like that. For everyone that has come to me today and saying this isn't a big deal, let me explain why I think it is a big deal. Right now, we don't know if these abilities are going to actually do anything, if it just changes the VFX. We don't know. Right? Could be just in this mode. Skins. We don't even know if skins are going to be coming to ranked. We don't know if the Bile Goji skin is going to make it into ranked. Hear me out. If skins are usable in ranked, and skins can change abilities, what happens when they add a busted ability to the game? Let's say there's an ability or a skin that lets G89 attack with a ranged beam with his atomic breath like Ultima. The stats don't change. Picture this, the stats do not change. G89 is still hitting for as hard as he's hitting, but he gets Ultima range. That sounds like a pretty good ability, right? You would love to have that. Now picture it's only available in the store for $80. That is something that's going to happen. That is something that is going to happen. If skins give abilities, and those abilities have, changed the moves of the characters, and they're going to be good, they might not be good. But as soon as there is a really good one that is paid only, you guys are going to be upset about it. I know I will be. I mean, I'm going to buy it, but not happy about it. You think Battleline 2.0 is Battleline 2? No. We're on version 1.5.5 of the game. We're going to eventually hit version 2.0. That's just going to happen eventually. Like Marvel Strike Force is on version like 5 point something. My other issue with the packs is the high price. Yeah, when they said, I'm rereading the chat. I think abilities would be more like a mode setting. Optional parts would be like skins, maybe new poses. Yeah, listen, at the end of the day, this could be a translational issue. We don't really know if they're going to add actual abilities to the game. If they do add abilities, it's slippery slope. Very slippery slope to pay to win. Because you guys most likely aren't going to want to pay a lot of dollars for some, crazy, if there's a crazy meta ability that completely changes a unit, that's what you're going to want. But if they charge you money for it, it feels bad. Might happen. Just saying, might happen. Next, what I'm not happy about is in the store. Actually, I can't even pull it up because I bought it. I actually bought all the stuff in the store. In the store, they are offering, for those of you who didn't buy it, a G material for 4,500 gems. Now, you might be saying to yourself, oh my gosh, I need a G material. I would love to level up my Shin Godzilla. I would love to level up whatever unit comes next month. Let me go buy that G material. Well, picture this. The offer, this 4.5k gem offer, sells really well. Let's say about 40% of players buy it. 45%, we're being generous. It's only 4,500 G-stones. Not a lot, or it is a lot, but, it's easy to get. They gave you 3,100 for the event. Who knows what else you have saved. Now this offer looks more enticing. They now know that they can sell G materials at a base price of 4.5k gems, which is about, I believe that is somewhere in between $20 and $50. So let's just say $30 worth of G stones. They know they could sell a G material for about $30 worth of G stones. What happens when they start selling G-Stones for $30? Not for $30 worth of gems. What happens when they start offering G-materials for real cash, money, whatever your currency is? What are the chances that you're going to buy it? Maybe none. People like me, people who are whaling, we're going to buy it. And what it's going to do is it's going to further the gap between the whales and the free-to-play. It is. I've been saying for months and months and months and months that Battleline is one of the most free-to-play player, oh my gosh, games I've ever played, because you cannot target farm or target purchase a unit. You have to spend a ludicrous amount of money to target farm a specific character. You could ask any of the whales in Discord, or any of the whales in general, they'll tell you that to take one unit from like 1 to 20 is astronomical value, that 90% of people, 99% of people are not going to pay for. The game is very free to play friendly, very free to play friendly, because everything is random. What happens when we can start buying G materials and target farming specific units? Say Destroyer comes to the game. Destroyer is incredibly meta. Everyone can run him at 10 as long as you're in rank 65. His season goes away. He's still really good. And we have stockpiled up a billion G materials. Not a billion, maybe like 10 or 15 G materials. And we can just, paying players just dump them in. And then we have a high level Destroyer on top of what we would already be spending to get him. We are not pay to win now. I don't think we're going to be pay to win for a while. But offering G materials in the stores is a very slippery slope. It is a very slippery slope to becoming maybe not pay to win, but it's gonna further the gap between paying players and non-paying players. Because if I'm whaling and I'm opening up, you've seen me on stream opening up tons and tons and tons and tons of shards, or those boxes, like the Shin boxes. I opened like 6 or 7 of them on stream. That's a lot. That's a lot of gems. That's a lot of money. Right? I could do it from YouTube. I could do it. You guys probably can't do that. A majority of you, at least. So, out of those 6 boxes that I opened for Shin, I got 1 Shin. I had how many G materials on that stream that I had saved? 8? I just bought one, so now I have 7 now, or 9, or 8, because I spent some on Shin. But what happens next season when I buy another G material? What happens the update after that when I buy another G material? I can just keep upgrading specific units instead of having to whale hundreds of dollars on boxes that are all RNG. I can now just spend like $20, $30 to buy a material and then put that into a unit. Granted, it'll be a slow climb to get a unit to where they need to be using the G materials, which is a benefit of the G materials. But the fact of the matter is, everyone in the game, every player has had the same opportunity to get the same amount of G materials the entire time G materials have been around. Now they're showing up in the store, which means that not everyone is going to have the same amount of G materials, which means the whales will eventually get more G materials than you, which means the gap between free-to-play and pay-to-play is going to widen. It's not going to widen immediately. It might not be wide in the next 5 months, might not be wide in the next 6 months, but eventually it's going to be noticeable. I've seen games do this before. It happens, and this is an offer. They're testing the offers. This is what game companies do. I am a game developer. I went to school for this. I know how they're trying to monetize this. They are putting in this offer to test and see how many people are going to buy it. And then they're going to sell it again. Maybe at a higher price. They've done it before. They did it with the 24-hour pick maps. They sold them to us for a reasonable price. That offer did really well. They brought them back like an $80 bundle. Not worth it. Insane. Happens. You spend like $15 to only use premium pass for units that are good, or you like the Kaijus. Fair. You spent probably $50 on the game today. Yeah, I bought the 4.5k bundle for the gems I had, and then I bought all 5 of the deluxe bundles. Like, you came to Battleline for the 1 million download anniversary. That was a while ago. No, the Apex Engineer role was not... I removed the Apex Engineer role in the Discord. The role was for people in the community that are very helpful and knowledgeable about the game. I got way too many people saying that they didn't know what the role was for, and everyone already is super helpful in the Discord regardless, so I just got rid of it entirely. There's not a need to have a role that is specific to people who are super helpful when, like, everyone is super helpful. So I got rid of it. It's just cleaning up the clutter, at least. Not necessary role. Everyone was already super helpful in the server. But yeah, so that was my rant about the gap widening from free-to-play to pay-to-play. And then I went over that I don't like the abilities getting added with skins. Hello, King Blocks. Hello, Gerard. I've been seeing your guys' messages. I've been on a rant, though. I had one more thing to rant about. Oh. Wait, here's an issue I'd like to address. I tried to install GBL on my Samsung Chromebook, and I tried to open it and crash. It doesn't even go to the title screen. Yeah, the GBL doesn't work on computers at the moment. I don't know why, but it doesn't. Hey, somebody, what do you think about GBL figures? I would buy. This whole shelf would be all GBL figures. If I could buy them, I would buy every single one as soon as they come out. Pre-order, everything. Limited edition, everything. I'd buy them all. 100%. Collect them all. Well, oh my god, I was going to rant about something else too before we did the All-Star Battle, but I don't remember. Oh, I remember. How could I forget? The anniversary event. Most games, when they have their birthday, their first birthday, they kind of usually go all out, giving you a lot of rewards, making sure it's something that's like something known. Toho really did the bare minimum for this birthday. So this anniversary update, at least the first half, is just not a friendly update. What they gave us a 4.5k offer for a G material, which, okay, that's the first time we've ever seen that. They upped the deluxe maps from 3 purchases to 5, and that's because they're good value and people have started buying them because they're very good value. So they brought them up from 3 total purchases to 5 to get more money. I'm telling you, they're going to do it with the G-Stones too. And then you come to the store, there's almost no cosmetics in the store at all. It's literally just this title, the Shirogami New Plant Research Laboratory Staff. And then there is a piece of Godzilla 1954 for 1,500. There's a piece of Mothra for 1,500. There was a piece of Biollante for 1,500, and there's a piece of Desghidorah for 1,500. Normally, there's a lot of new people in the channel and in the server, and if you didn't go back and watch my old videos on the old All-Star battles, let me break it down for you. Usually, there is a piece of a 4-star for 500 at the first half of the event, which is where we are now. There's a piece for 500, and then there's Desghidorah for 1,500. In the second half of the event, there's a second piece for 1,500 of whatever the featured unit is, and that's the only other unit added, right? When they did Gaigen's season for All-Star Battle, they put in Kong and Desghidorah. I don't remember if Kong was 500, 1,500, doesn't matter. The second half, they offered a G21 and the Desghidorah, right? Okay. This event, there is 4 characters in the store during the first part that are 1,500. That is an insane number. To go from 500, Mothra, we've bought Mothras from the event stores for 500. Twice, I believe. I believe Mothra's been the leader 2 times. We've bought Biollante from the store for 500. Mothra and Biollante have been purchasable for coins from the very start of the game. There's no reason they should be 1,500. Dog says it should be, or Godzilla backwards, says it's 6,000 tokens for all 4 of them. That is insane. Do you know how difficult that is for new players to achieve? That is not easy. My free-to-play count is in Gold Plus tier, and last All-Star Battle, I struggled to get the 3,000 pieces necessary to get 1 piece of King Ghidorah and 1 piece of Desghidorah. It was a struggle. Now, this account, my main account, is going to be fine. You know, I'm going to get all the pieces. I already bought for 3,500. I already bought the G material for 3,500. I bought Desghidorah and I bought Biollante because I needed one more piece of Biollante to level her up. And my OCD was like, I gotta fill it in. I would not have probably bought the Biollante if she wasn't one shard away from leveling up. Now I have her at 15. I have no idea why they chose 1954 to be the mascot for the anniversary when Shin Godzilla is kind of their whole thing this month. I don't know why they chose Mothra. At least in their blog, they had a reason for Biollante being here because in the movie, G89 fights Biollante. That's why Biollante is here. Now, this is the first half of the event. We don't know if there's anything coming in the second half of the event. There's obviously going to be new event items in the exchange, but we don't know what that's going to be. We don't know what it's going to entail. We don't know if it's going to be any more 4 stars. You know what? If Batra is in there that's purchasable, amazing. Batra is fantastic. My recommendation is for any new players, don't buy anything from this store yet. Actually, that's a lie. Hear me out. Right now in the game, there is a 30% sale on all of the upgrades. All the characters to upgrade them per level is on sale 30% off. What I would recommend, probably the best deal here after you buy Desghidorah, is buy all the gold and then use that gold to level up your units. The 30% off event ends when the second half of All-Star Battle comes out, which is on June 21st, 2022. So buy the coins and use them to upgrade your pieces. Because you don't want to spend $1,500 on one Mothra. You're not going to want to spend $1,500 on one Biollante. You were literally given a free Godzilla 1954. If you want to get a second one, go for it, but it's not necessary. The only ones in this list that are even worth it is Desghidorah, because Desghidorah is a phenomenal unit if you have him at the right levels. And G54, because you've already gotten a free one, so if that was your first one, now you'll have a level 2, which is really good for early play, and he was just added to the store, so you might not have had an opportunity to unlock him. But Mothra and Biollante have been purchasable for tokens since the day one that this game was out. Literally since the first day the game was out. Wondering why Toho did this, and I bet you're wondering too. I feel like they want you to spend every point available. I don't know. I think they caught on that people are saving their currency. Maybe they're like, oh, people are saving their currency, let's put a bunch of stuff in here to try to drain it from them. I don't know. But they didn't add any new content to the game for the anniversary. There's no anniversary challenges to unlock an anniversary icons. There's no challenges to unlock any Shin decorations. There's no challenge for, like, maybe the background of the city could be birthday themed. Nothing birthday themed. And there's not a new map. There's no new game mode. The game mode didn't come out. There's no cosmetics. There's no challenges outside of All-Star Battle. There is nothing in this game that celebrates the birthday except for offers. Except for one offer. And then overpriced shards in the store. They are doing nothing to celebrate Battle Line's birthday in the game except for adding inflation to Godzilla Battle Line and raising the prices of everything from $500 to $1,500. They should have made missions for old profile pictures and old posters. Yeah, they should have added a bunch of stuff. I'm so freaking sad. I saved all your G-Stones for a year hoping for Shin. I was pasting for my pulls for all month, and then they remove his expedition. Disappointed. Did they? Oh, yeah, they did, and now it's the Desghidorah stuff. There you go. So I like your hat. I feel like for the prizes of G4, they should have either Shin or, like, Imagine Free Max level you. What they should have done to celebrate the birthday was maybe made a way for us to get the Pick Me map. Like, they could have given us for free, instead of Godzilla 54, give us the map that lets us pick any 4-star that's available in the store. They did that, I'm pretty sure, for Christmas. So it's not like they can't do that. They should have just done that for the birthday. Celebrate Godzilla Battle Line's birthday. Pick any 4-star you want. There you go. Happy birthday. We didn't add any cosmetics. We didn't add any challenges for you to do. Just pick any 4-star, and you're good to go. I would have been happy with that. They did it for Kiryu. Literally. Like they put in such little effort. Like, even if you watch my video today with the Shin Godzilla icon with the 1 on it for the anniversary, they literally could have just made that into an icon for the game and, like, you know, win win 15 battles with Shin Godzilla and you get this icon, or win 15 battles at all and get this icon. Like, there could have been anniversary challenges. There could have been anniversary rewards. They could have had decorations for the city. Like, they could have made it fun. They could have made their stuff to grind for, but instead all they did was just give us offers. And bad news, because skins apparently are going to have abilities tied to them. We don't know if that is going to be in ranked or not. And we don't even know what that means, because it could be translational error. Just all around, yeah, last season's missions were literally all around. Dropped the ball, very mid-anniversary. And then this was brought to my attention as well by a member in the Discord. I don't remember who mentioned it. Maybe it was Jaden. I don't remember who. The All-Star Battle is a 3-star leader, and this happened with the Gigan leader event as well. New players might not have these characters leveled. My Godzilla on my free-to-play count is only level 7. I'm not going to get very far in All-Star Battle, because that does not have a lot of health. As opposed to the 4 stars, where even if I had a level 1 4-star, I would have like 5.4 thousand health. BG season was better, and that wasn't a great season. Well, that just reminded me that I don't think there is an anniversary icon. Yeah, there's no cosmetics. There's nothing in the game to celebrate the birthday. There's nothing to earn to celebrate the birthday. All it is offers and inflation, which is not an amazing way to start off your new year. Just saying. That being said, this has been a very negative 30 minutes, but it needed to be said. That being said, though, I do have high hopes for Battleline. They do listen to the community, and you guys can fight me on this, but it's true. It is true. They do listen. The surveys we submit, they listen. They push feedback. It's slow to come, but things will come. You know, the game will be updated. There's going to be new monsters. They'll learn from their mistakes. If you are truly upset, if you are truly wholeheartedly upset with how this anniversary event felt, because I'm upset, and I let Toho know I'm upset. I said this in my Discord. I'll say it to you guys, and then we'll start All-Star Battle, and I will stop ranting, because I know you guys want to watch some gameplay. You don't want to just listen to me bitch and moan. Let me show you. If you want to make your voice heard, go to Twitter. Literally is all it takes. Go to Twitter. Search at GZ Battleline. Tweet at them. Be like, hey, this sucks. This was not a great event. You know, there's no cosmetics, there's nothing to grind, there's nothing to earn, you made everything expensive and you gave us offers. So I don't like this event. Please don't do this again. Tweet at Toho, let them know how you feel. Because the only way to contact them is basically through Twitter or through the inquiries tab. You also can go to their Toho Games site and go to the news page, because that's the home page. If you go all the way to the bottom, and I have a tutorial on how to do this as well, you can hit contact, and then you can send them an inquiry and be subject of your inquiry. Account recovery, payment issues, opinion. Submit an opinion. Content. You can write something, be like, this sucks ass. Not like that, but be nice, be cordial. Be like, hey, I really, had my hopes up for the anniversary event, but I'm not a fan of it. This is what I think you might be able to do to fix it, or this is how I feel. Maybe we needed something to grind towards. Maybe we needed this. Maybe there should have been a cosmetic reward or something. Be like, this event kind of feels lackluster. And it's just, that's how you can submit your feedback. Tweet at them, be nice, and submit an opinion. Be nice. Don't go after Toho. Don't harass Toho. That's how you can fix it. At least you can give your suggestions, your opinions. Someone said, Someone said something and I missed it, and I wanted to answer it, but I remember. How did I get the Destroya icon? I got my Destroyas level 30 today. I literally, I just pumped them straight up to 30 today. No, Battle Line is not evolving into Marvel Strike Force. I've been playing Marvel Strike Force every single day since day one, and I've been playing Battle Line every single day since day one, and Battle Line is not on par to be like Marvel Strike Force at all. Not even remotely close. But in terms of Battle Line, not amazing. But it's not going to be anywhere close to Marvel Strike Force, at least for now. I can't see it happening for a long time. Marvel Strike Force lets you specifically target farm characters as soon as they drop, and then you can just crank them up to the max at day one, right? At least in Godzilla, you can't use a G material on a unit you never use. If I could spend $500 and never pull Shin Godzilla, that means I can't use my G mats on him. If I had a chance, how would I overhaul the game? Oh my god, I could have an entire video, like an hour video on how I would have overhauled the game. I'd be like a completely different game. And then Nee said, you've been upset all day over this, I'm sorry. And then Jason said, Evangelion is coming, that'll be fun. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what the Ultraman stuff is going to be. And if Ultraman is playable, that means Evangelion and Kamen Rider will be playable. I'm very pumped for Evangelion. We're going to go all out when Evangelion collab happens, whether it is just cosmetics or not. I think we're just going to go all out that day. And then you also said, Jason, thank you for being our voice. You would have been raging myself if you're not here for us. I try to do what I can, and I try to message Toho when I can, and I'm going to clip the rant, and I'm going to send it to them, because this is not fun for anyone, man. But, that being said, I don't want to cash in on a wave of negativity for 30 minutes. I have been, but yeah, single main overhaul would be a leveling system, dude. The leveling system is such ass cheeks. So here's my friend who likes Kamen Rider start playing to get ready for possibility of Shin Kamen Rider coming to GBL. Listen, if they like Godzilla in any capacity, I mean, at least have them start an account and try it out and build up a roster, because they're gonna need to either drop money on Kamen Rider or spend the gems. Although I would tell your friend that we don't know when Kamen Rider is coming to the game. Just keep that in mind, because we know Ultraman collab is coming supposedly in July at some point. It says next after Shin. Shin is the first part of the collab. So Ultraman would have to come next, right, in July, but we don't know. And they teased it a little bit in the blog post today. If there's more things coming besides studio mode and update 2.0. Yeah, I mean, well, there's skins and the studio mode. I mean, listen, TG. The fact that we're getting a new mode is fantastic. I'm not going to ask for more than that. A whole new mode and skins is huge. That is a big update. The only thing that I would ask for in addition to a new mode is a new map. We're on the same maps all the time. Add a new map to this game. Yeah, they're doing Ultraman and Kamen Rider and Evangelion Top Hat because in Japan they're doing a Shin World Heroes collab. I don't remember. It's like Shin Japanese Hero World or Shin Japanese Hero Universe or something like that, where it's basically just like the four biggest like tokusatsu properties basically collaborating, and it can be like art pieces and merchandise and stuff like that, so it would make sense that it comes to Battle Line to some degree. But I think it'll be really cool. I'm really hoping that it's like a playable character. Yeah, Gamera GBL is not gonna happen. Just saying on wave 45, wait till the end, be slow about it, and you'll see. Is it like just good for farming or something? I'm trying to take the events slow. Why can't I place, what's happening with the Godzilla? Oh, there he is. Battling Trillium for Marvel Strike Force, what's happening? Matthew, I'm telling you, I've played Marvel Strike Force every day for 4 years. Battle Line is not becoming Marvel Strike Force. I'll tell you that straight up. It's not. You like my hat? Thank you. I think they need an Australia map. Or like a, like Hong Kong. Either not, they're not gonna do the GVK Hong Kong, but the Hong Kong from just versus Destroya could be good. I just to bring back third forces. They kind of forgot them. Third forces would be fun. Let studio mode be offline. I think studio mode is offline, but you have the option to go online in 1v1. But I more than anything want more maps for this game. Like, I love the maps that we have, but now it has literally been a full year of the same maps. The only new map, 100% brand new map that we've had in the game ever was Skull Island. The two singular point maps had different building it was just Tokyo with different building variations, and then the red dust. And then Skull Island was the most wholly original new map. It was the only original new map. And then that got a reskin for All-Star Battle. And then Skull Island was taken away, and the singular point maps variations were taken away, but they were added to All-Star Battle. So we have them there, but we don't have them in ranked, which sucks. I don't think we need one map for each continent. Yeah, I thought it said one new map for each content, and I was like, not for every update. That would be too much. They don't have an excuse to not add a new map every other season because every new forester should have its own map to celebrate their edition. I disagree. There is a lot that goes into balancing maps, designing maps, making the art for the maps. There's a lot that goes into game development. I don't think it's not unreasonable to ask for a new map maybe every 4 to 5 months. But a new map every other month is a lot. Especially because we don't know the size of the team for this character. Or for this game. 4 minutes ago again, do you buy Plant Monster and Fire Breathing 3-Head Dragon? I bought Desghidorah and Violante, yes. What emulator do I use? I don't use an emulator. Because emulators don't work with Battleline anymore. I AirPlay my phone to my computer, and then I grab the image, and I put it into Streamlabs. I don't get why they've not done a map like Mount Fuji from Destroy Monsters yet. There's so many iconic locations from the Godzilla franchise, and also just so many iconic locations in real life that aren't even used. Like, we should have had a map in space, like on Planet X or Venus or the Moon or something. Like, that should have been a thing since the beginning. Like 16 viewers, nice, yeah. Like, any location from the movies would have been fine. Sir Melia, the auction machine is in the kitchen table broken. I'm dying. Please fix it. Nope, not fixing the table. Monsterland, Monster Island map would be nice. Yeah, Monster Island would be a fun map to have, and then Godzilla Land from versus Gigan would be fun to have. Yeah, exactly, Garage Mech. Destroy Tokyo from Final Wars would be cool. Like, when Monster X comes, like, they should add a map. Mount Fuji from Final Wars would be cool. Antarctica from Final Wars. You know, like, there's just so much. Singapore map, sure. Like, they could literally do anything. They could do any city in the world. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of cities. And about a dozen iconic locations from the movies. Like, they have so much to pick from. Like, even Godzilla Defense Force, they had a map in Arizona. They had a map in Australia. They had a map, or we have a map in England. So we have New York, London, and Tokyo, which Defense Force also had. But Defense Force also had Nevada. Defense Force had, it had Arizona. It had the Moon. It had Australia. It had something else as well. I don't remember. Tokyo Tower at night, because it's a famous icon. I mean, don't we already have a Tokyo map at night that has the tower on it? Like, yeah, the Hong Kong airport from Versus Destroya would have been sick too. Like, Haneda Airport. I don't think it's Haneda Airport in that movie, but Haneda Airport is in Japan. That would be cool to see. I think Haneda Airport was used in the Gargantuans movie. We need a moon map for Invasion of the Astro Monster. Exactly. I got Invasion of Astro Monster poster right here. You don't think I want more content from Invasion of Astro Monster? That movie slaps. We don't have Tokyo Tower? Tokyo Tower's definitely in this game. And Tokyo Tower's coming in the studio mode. The lake from Godzilla vs. Biollante. Yep, exactly. You could do that lake. You could do the crystal. You could do the Crystal City from versus Space Godzilla. You don't even need Space Godzilla on the field or on the. You know, you could just have the map be covered in crystals. Yeah, Tokyo Tower. Yeah, Tokyo Tower's right there. What? I'm not crazy. You're gaslighting me, bro. I see it. Didn't we see a sneak peek at Ultraman and how weird Shin Godzilla looks? It's not Shin Godzilla in Ultraman. That's one of the Ultraman in the old Ultraman show. One of the monsters was a modified Godzilla suit. So to pay homage to that, in the movie, one of the monsters that was the old Godzilla suit is just a modified Shin Godzilla. It's not Godzilla. It's an Ultraman monster that just looks like Godzilla as like a goof, a gag, but as an homage as well. I like it a lot. An ocean map with battleships would be cool. Yeah. Some GVK action. Shin disappointed me this season. I feel like with Shin Godzilla himself kind of being like an okay unit, not amazing, not the best. That already soured a lot of people, and then just this event, man, the anniversary stuff. Yeah, his name is Gomez. Yeah, I couldn't remember his name. Gomez from the Addams Family. What do you mean by one-on-one battles in studio mode? You actually get to fight or just watch? They mentioned in the live stream that for the studio mode, you would be able to 1v1 other players. Or 1v1 monsters and like get rewards from it. Don't really know how it works. We don't really have a lot of news on the game mode, and they didn't really provide us with anything we didn't already know in the blog post today. So, I suspect if we don't hear any news about the new game mode on the 21st of next week, June 21st, 2022, then on the 28th, we'll probably hear something. Water must be really cool if they add water-only units like submarines, battleships. I think the game mode for fighting may be similar to the Godzilla PS4, like you control the kaiju. I don't know what about controlling the kaijus. I really don't know. They said there's some kind of PvP aspect that it's optional. I hope to God the cosmetics are an attack animation change, and that's what I think it is. I mean, everything is possible because most of the time this game can't even get the unit stats and abilities right. Yeah. Like, listen. If the skins for say the Bio Goji skin for G89 makes it so instead of punching, G89 uses his tail or his beam ability, but it doesn't change the damage, it doesn't change the range, it doesn't change the attack speed or any of the stats, as long as it's just purely an animation change, I'm fine. That's perfect. I love that. That sounds amazing, right? Give a character a new looking attack, but the same stats is phenomenal. Give them, as soon as the stats start changing, that's when we run into problems. You just got here. What makes this event bad? Thorned Custos. I recommend when this stream is over, you go back and you watch the first 30 minutes because I ranted for 30 minutes about each part of the event and why the event is bad. I'm not going to do it again. If you want to know why I think the event is bad and why a lot of other people think the event is bad, when this is over, go watch it from the beginning, or at least the first 30 minutes, and then read the live chat as I'm talking, because everyone seems to agree. To one capacity or another, people agree. Oh, TS Dragon put up his Season 13 tier list. We love to see it. Everyone should go watch that, too, after this. I've never putting this suit on ever again. You can still go back while the stream is live. Oh yeah, you can, but I mean then they're gonna miss out on everything that's happening now. Clip the first 30 minutes for people who couldn't make the stream. Oh yeah, I meant to hit record on my stream deck and I didn't, and then I hit record like a little bit into the rant and I didn't want to restart. So tomorrow when the whole stream is done like compressing for YouTube, I'm gonna download it and cut it out and re-upload it again. That'll be tomorrow's video. For sure. Just so disappointing. And I think that the lesson that we learned is not to expect a lot from Toho, which is unfortunate as it sounds. Corey loves me. Well, thank you, Corey. Shout out Corey at Administration 1. They show a lot of love to the channel. They always come out on stream, so shout out to you guys over there watching at home. But I lost my train of thought. Am I gonna react to what TS's tier list? No, I'm not gonna do that. I would rather you guys go and give him a view instead of me like siphoning his views. I totally lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was gonna say. I don't remember. Something about Toho dropping the ball. But I will say this. It's not a good event, and it feels bad because it's the anniversary of the game. But to put it into perspective, before this, there's never been a bad update. Every single one of the updates that have come to this game, big or small, has always left a positive impact one way or the other on the game or the community. This event, if anything, positively will show, if enough people speak up, will show Toho what they did was not something that the fans enjoyed. Now, I looked on Twitter, and a lot of people are actually happy with the event. It doesn't look like they're actually happy with what's in the event. It just looks like that they're happy that the game hit its first birthday. So, if the community can provide a little constructive criticism, that would be great. Well, Jaden, you say JG73 bad. Yeah, but it gave us the rent feature as well. So, I will forgive JG73 edition because we got the rent feature. I don't know how the MKG update messed with a lot of MKG mains. I mean, the MKG update was pretty wild. That was a really good update, and they nerfed him for whatever reason. Have I seen the new Jurassic World Evolution 2 DLCs? If so, what's my thoughts? I don't really have any thoughts on it. I'm going to buy it and then play it, but I'm not, like, super stoked. I'm just, like, more animals for my zoo game. JG73 was worse than this event, so there's that. Well, JG73 himself was worse, but like I said, we have the rent feature now, which is a phenomenal addition to the game. But, you gotta just... What's your favorite version of Godzilla, not just in game, but in general? My favorite version of Godzilla maybe is the legendary version. I like him a lot. But I also... No. My favorite version of Godzilla is the 1998 Godzilla. He looks weird. And then Ultima and Shin and the legendary Godzilla. She's right, but all I'm saying is that Earth season could have been shit or amazing because Earth would have been 100% in every match. Yeah, if we could have rented Earth, man, he would have been everywhere. But man, I'll tell you, every update that this game gets adds something good to the game and something better than the last thing. This update is the first update since global launch that I think truly was a bad update. Maybe the one where they also took Kong and G21 out of the pools for purchase. I think that was also probably a bad move, but it also gave us Gigan and Kids, and they're pretty fun units with interesting mechanics. So at least the game gave us interesting mechanics. But every event usually has something that is good with it. This event has Shin, which is our first triple evolution, but that's also very difficult for some people to pull off. Oh, and GMAS, you say, yeah. They're slowly improving and slowly adding good changes besides trains and energy base, but hopefully they'll change it so it's more forgiving. What do you think? When you do next half monsters and items worst to best ranked? I am going to probably do a tier list. I'll probably end up doing one this weekend or early next week, only because I usually don't do my tier list in the first 2 weeks of the game, because we've had instances where new units get added during the second half of the month. So I wouldn't want to make a tier list that is only the first half of the month when there ends up being something new that comes. So I always want to make sure that nothing is coming in the rest of the update before I make a tier list. Yeah, this season gave us 3 times coins and the level up discount, which is really, really good for a lot of players, actually. So that is actually, I didn't even think about that or consider it. That is the positive for this season. Honestly, I do have hopes because they are learning from each season, adding more unique and interesting units. Gaigano 4 and all the new units that were added to the shop are all unique and cool. Yeah, I agree. Pretty much every unit that we've gotten after burning Godzilla has been interesting or unique in one way or another. Burning Godzilla with his charge, cooldown, explosion abilities, maybe not amazing at the moment, but it has a lot of potential. G54 can transform into other units when he dies. That's pretty sick. January was G54. February, Gigan with his long-range stun and grapple and taunt, pretty much. And then Kids with the teleport. Earth in February, I don't gotta say much about Earth. We all know that he's a big-ass boy. After Earth was Jet Jaguar, which is the first character that gives push, that does any kind of knockback. And then after Jet Jaguar, Mecha King Ghidorah is the first, well, not really the first to do anything. First 45-second evolution, but that update also updated Ultima and Fyrodan and King Ghidorah into leaders, which is huge, right? It is huge for the game. 3 new leaders. And then this month is Shin Godzilla, first 3-stage evolution unit, and the only evolution unit that stays on the field when they evolve. Still very sick. Every unit, actually Kiryu as well. Actually, Kiryu maybe not as unique because Mogera kind of does what Kiryu does. So I'll stick with Burning and After. Every unit from Burning and After has been unique and awesome. So just money grabbing in general, so they'll always release a bunch of 4-stars. Yeah, I don't think they'll ever not release a 4-star with the season, but thanks for being so cool to your fans and conversing with us. A lot of content creators don't do this. Man, I love it. I love conversing with the fans. I love the chatter. Keeps me busy, keeps my brain working, and keeps me occupied. I love it, and I'm glad that you guys like it too, so I'll keep doing it. So you're going to the beach, so you gotta go. Just hope you don't get sunburned. Well, put that sunscreen on and stay safe. Mecha King Ghidorah showed us that they're willing to make old units into Evo units as well. That is correct with Ultima, Ghidorah, and Fyrodan. And then each season, you know, there isn't like a round of, at least that I can remember, I'm sure there was a round of buffs or nerfs that are terrible. I mean, we've had a few nerfs and buffs that are like, why would you do this? And then like doesn't really affect the game at all. And the meta is kind of stale for a while. Like Batra is still around all the time, but generally the balance updates are really good, solid, or okay at best. I mean, we had a really negative, like a really, really negative start to this stream. And I want to make it very clear that I love this game. And I'm only as upset with this game as I am because I want to see it succeed. I want to see it improve. I want to see how far the game can go. I want to see how far the developers can take this game. That's why I complain as hard as I do to Toho. That's why I'm always emailing him. That's why I'm always being like, hey, you guys come out, do this thing. Go vote for the new character. Go fill out this form. I remind you guys to do these things because I care about the development of this game. I'm a game developer, right? I wish some of the fans were as vocal about the games that I work on as I am about this one. And there's a lot of vocal people out there. But this community is a small community, which means that your voices will most likely be heard. Xfinity, you are late. Why does the anniversary suck? I spent 30 minutes at the start of this stream ranting about it. If you want to watch, you can either rewind this stream to watch the first 30 minutes, or when this is over, you can go back and watch from the beginning. But, listen, man, every update, regardless of what negatives happen, every update they add something to make the game better. In some capacity, you can see Toho is learning from their mistakes, or they're learning and evolving and adapting their characters, and everything is unique right after the other. But it's a new studio, it's a new game. I don't want to take it too hard on them right out the rip, but they did kind of fuck up their first anniversary. All I'm saying, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Can I use this to kill those things? Probably, right? Oh, I got 2 of them. You hate me. It's fine. Yeah, not need was whack. What were they thinking? I feel like Godzilla Earth should be a leader and possibly everyone always says Earth should... Jesus Christ. Everyone always says Earth should be a leader, but you know his hitbox is 4 tiles long. If he was a leader, he would be so easily killed because you could hit him for much further than you could hit any other character, right? Like Earth would be a cool leader, yeah, but you do know that he will be hit from every direction because he's gigantic. They should have made a Godzilla Earth map, you're correct. I think they should have done a Kiryu map as well. They should have done one for Kiryu, they should have done one for Earth, they should have done one for Shin, and I think they should do one for Destroya. I'll lose my fucking mind if they do one for Giant Octopus, though. Pardon my French, but... his health as a leader would be crazy, yeah. Speak of the devil, there he is. But, overall, the game, in general, I'm very happy with the game. At the state of the game, I'm happy. The characters I'm happy with. There's a lot that I would change. But overall, the game is in a good position, and they keep changing and evolving as time goes on. I'm just unhappy with this particular event. Earth as a leader is also bad because how low its attack speed is. Exactly. They should have done Hong Kong 21 map. Yep, Giants for the win. Giants map, all water but lots of rocks. The monster have to walk around. Its stage hazards only affect flyers. That'd be cool. Imagine if we get Shin Ultraman stage if he becomes a unit. I feel like the Shin units should be getting stages. I don't know what a Shin Ultraman stage would look like, but if for Evangelion, I would love to see a Tokyo 3 themed map or Tokyo 2, or for those of you who watched the show, maybe an impact based on the 4th impact or the 3rd impact or something. I feel like would be really cool. The art for a 4th impact style map would be crazy. But I can dream, can I? Oh, I would love an Eva map. We're gonna go. Listen, as soon as we find out if Ultraman is playable or not, that means that the other characters are gonna be playable, right? Or not. And if that's the case, when Evangelion becomes playable, we are going so hard. That stream, we are wailing like crazy. We're going all out for Evangelion. Love Evangelion. I just recently watched all the Rebuild movies, basically back to back to back this past weekend. Nerve-based map for Eva. That would be crazy. Yeah, Tokyo 3, the nerve-based, or the underneath Tokyo 3. Or maybe Tokyo 3 is the underneath section. I can never tell, but where the nerve-based pyramid thing is. That would be cool. You just want more 3-star units. You're fine with the 4 stars, but we need more than just the 4 stars. I agree. We do need more 4 stars, and we need more 3 stars. I agree. I agree big time that we need more easily accessible units. 100%. Wonder what it would look like if you had a deck with all of the Shin Godzilla units, Shin Godzilla helicopters, trains, and bomber. I mean, it probably wouldn't be a good deck. The only good card in that deck would be Shin and the trains. I mean, if you had if you were a whale, you could probably make that deck work pretty well. Add Hanna-Barbera Godzilla. I would love if they added Hanna-Barbera Godzilla high flyers. That would literally be a dream of mine to have them. And they keep putting his videos on YouTube, so I'm surprised that we haven't gotten some kind of cosmetic for him at least. I mean, did you ever run that deck I sent you in Discord? Maybe not. I don't remember. I literally can't remember. I'll have to go double check with you. Can I kill him with the missiles? No, it doesn't matter. Can you do a video on the deck like what you did for Pelops? Well, I'm probably not going to use the Shin. What the fuck is going on? I'm probably not going to use a deck that's all Shin characters. I mean, like, I probably could. We'll see. We'll see, maybe. Might be good content to try a Shin deck and lose like 8 million times. They need to add Final Wars Godzilla. Final Wars Godzilla placed like what, 6th on the most recent poll? Maybe if you go to Discord and see in the collectibles tab their RT pose and clown cult. Oh, I saw this earlier in the Discord. This is all your It figures. I saw that earlier. Nice collection. Speaking of given decks where the 1 unit base and 1 swarm with the rest bring effect pieces. King Caesar Mothily are annoying because rush attack for evolution. Hanna-Barbera Godzuki is better than Hanna-Barbera Godzilla. You know, for the longest time, I knew Hanna-Barbera Godzilla and Godzuki, like when I was really little, before I had seen Manila in any movies, or the Baby Godzilla, or, I guess that's it, right? Baby Godzilla and Manila. And I had seen Godzuki before I had seen them, so for maybe like 10 or 15 years, I'd only referred to any Baby Godzilla as Godzuki. I still do sometimes, but I know now that obviously they have different names. If they ever had Muda Prime, this would be the only game I'd ever play again. Well, High Flyers, if you have any kind of contact at Toho, you let them know you want to see more Monsterverse units in this game, because I do not think we're getting any Monsterverse units anytime soon. I think the only thing of the Monsterverse we're going to see in this is maybe when the Kong I doubt it when the Kong anime comes out. I super doubt it. I cannot imagine they license Kong out for his anime appearance in this game. But the Monsterverse show that's supposed to come out, I guess, next year, and then the Monsterverse movie that's supposed to come out maybe in like 2 years. What the fuck is going on over here? I have more contact with legendary people than Toho. I can't ever get a hold of Toho. Yeah, listen. They hit up the legendary people. Tell them to work something out with Godzilla Battle Line. Man, I got no contacts. Any of the Godzilla people. I mean, I've spoken to whoever the manager of I guess the community manager of this game is once or maybe twice, and then ever since our last conversation, they've like not like approached me for anything, which is kind of lame. Do you play Dragon Titan Uprising? It is How to Train Your Dragons game. Dragon's Wizard Burke is another How to Train Your Dragons game. I didn't even know How to Train Your Dragons was like still popular until like maybe a few weeks ago, when I saw the people in the Discord were talking about it. I have only seen the first 2 movies. I don't even think I've seen the second movie in its entirety, but I definitely saw the first one in theaters. Yes, still can't believe some random ass game got Mechagodzilla 21 while we had a meme. Yeah, dude, for real. We didn't even get Mechagodzilla 21 in this. Hey, yo, How to Train Your Dragon slaps. I have like not even caught up with any of it. I didn't even know it was still like around. So, I guess there's money there. You're obsessed with How to Train Your Dragons. I see in your name it's Toothless the Night Fury. Chris, this is GBL Anniversary Support Group. Welcome. Would it be inappropriate for me to approach Matt Frank with Toho contacts? I feel like that would be a little unprofessional if I just out of the blue hit up Matt Frank. But I would love to commission Matt Frank for like a battle line commission eventually that I could use as like the channel art or like the stream starting screen or something like that. That would be like the ultimate goal for the Godzilla channels. Have Matt Frank do the stream art would be crazy. Imagine King Ghidorah 2019 unit making hurricanes on flying. Dude, listen. Tell your legendary contacts. Be like, yo, this game slaps. Make sure you get more units in there because we'll buy them. High Flyers, you gotta tell them the community is hungry for Monsterverse content. This game, people are always asking for Monsterverse content. There's a market here. I'm telling you. Toho, if you're watching this, if you're still watching it, there is a hunger, a deep hunger for more Monsterverse content. Matt Frank GBL art would go harder, maybe his art as posters or icons. Exactly. Kind of weird they gave us G21 and Kong, but not Mechagodzilla 21. Yeah, it is weird, right? You would think that they... And for Godzilla's season, when they dropped him, the poster art for that season was of the Mechagodzilla we already had. And then G21 was a seasonal unit. They didn't even bother to use the new Mechagodzilla. Is it worth to gem the tickets to finish the wave cap, or wait out till you finish it with the free tickets they give you? That's an interesting question, Echan. I've answered this a few times on stream, and I'll say it again for all the people that are new here. The only reason I'm even buying the tickets for gems is because I'm creating content for the game. I can buy these gems back at any point. I'm creating content for this game. There's no real reason to rush through this content at all. Take your time, ease through it. It's no rush, very relaxed. It's easy too, this event, so just take your time. There's no reason to rush through it with your gems. Atragon unit thoughts? I'm down. Anything from Atragon, I'm down. Put it in this game. Any kind of Toho property that doesn't get a lot of love or respect, I want. One of my most wanted things to come to Battle Line is Zone Fighter. I would love to see Zone Fighter content in Battle Line. It may never happen, but it might. And I would love to see Zone Fighter make it into this game. That's just me. And also another thing that's kind of weird, why would they add the B-2 bomber first invention Godzilla? Because it was in the Shin Godzilla movie, they should have come at the same time. Well, Zoba, we here in the community that have been here for a long time think that Shin was ready since the beginning. Ready since the very early game. The bomber, the airbase, the trains, and the missiles are all from Shin Godzilla. And now Shin Godzilla is 5. That is 5 possible characters that are, or 5 units that are from Shin Godzilla. 4 of them were here since the launch of the game, which makes us all think that maybe Shin was ready since the beginning, which I think personally is the case. Yeah, I would love Don Fry voice lines for the Gotengo. That'd be crazy. You love Zone Fighter, you watch most of the show. Dude, Zone Fighter is sick. They should put Zone Fighter in this. Well, that's because Monsterverse is the most popular Godzilla thing in modern day. Yeah, I'm just reading through your High Flyer, your comments. Yeah, Monsterverse is the most popular thing. And you know what? They would probably make a shit ton of money if they added Monsterverse back to this and let people purchase them. It'd be crazy. They've always had the rights, but I think they knew they wanted to do Shin for the anniversary. Yeah, they've always been able to do Shin, but I think that they wanted to hold off on Shin for a long time. Like, you know, save him for something special. And we thought it was going to be for Godzilla's birthday. I think when the game first came out, I said that it would be for Godzilla's birthday, but then they let us vote, and Shin wasn't on it, and Kiryu won. And then after that, we were like, well, maybe it's going to be for the game's birthday, and we were right. But they let us vote for... They let us vote for who was going to be the anniversary unit, and then, like, didn't give us Destroya, so... But we still got Shin for the birthday, so it's cool. And 25 is a definitely good farm, especially for players who might not be able to get pretty high up in the event. My favorite wave to farm in the first half is 49, 50, 51, and hopefully this go around they didn't change it. But we'll see, because I felt like the last time that the ASB came around, the final checkpoint had less characters, but I went back and I counted, and I don't think it did. So you're an OG subscriber, so I see how far you've come. Well, thank you, Godzilla backwards. I appreciate it. We have Echan, I think, was my first subscriber, and he's been out and about all over the Discord and everything too. It was sick. So I love to see that there's a lot of people that have been hanging around since the beginning, and we're getting bigger every day. And slowly but surely, we're gonna get there. Goal eventually, be a large channel. I don't know what we'll do in the future, especially if Battleline ever goes away, but I am thinking of obviously covering the other Godzilla games in some capacity or the other, but I think we can do it. I think we can get there. I at least want to get that silver play button at some point in my life. I think we can get there. We haven't blown up, but I think we get there. think Monster X, since he was 4th place, would be a land unit, then evolving to Flying Kaiser, or do you think Kaiser will be ground too? I think either they'll both be ground, or just Monster X will be flying, and Monster X flying isn't like kind of floating above the map, so he'd technically be like a ground unit, but like kind of look like he's floating, like doing an anime levitate above the map. I think Noodle King Door would work as a weapon type piece, probably useful anywhere you summon 3 heads to attack and stun a unit. That'd be cool. What's the difference between a donation and a super chat? A donation goes straight to my PayPal, and I could pull it out like tonight and use it for something on stream. So you donate and it goes to my PayPal right away, or you super chat and it highlights your message in the chat, and then that money goes to my YouTube payout, whatever the month payout is up. We're going to make a whale out of you. Listen, admin. I bought a lot because of y'all for this. I'm there. I'm up there with you. I'm gonna be swimming in the deep end soon. Believe me. Kaiser never flew in the film. I mean, the wings are small compared to size. Yeah, Kaiser, from what I remember, didn't fly. But I remember Monster X, he like hovers, he like levitates down, so I could see him levitating, maybe levitating down like how Kiryu flies in and Jajawa flies in. They clearly can make units fly in, so I think maybe Monster X will like levitate down and then like be just walking on the field, like punching and kicking, and then he will. I'm interested to see if they'll do an on-death evolution for him or a timed one. Now that there's so much variation with the way evolutions work, I'm curious to see what they'll end up doing. Speaking of swimming, you plan on going to the beach this summer? Well, funny that you mentioned that. I actually was supposed to go to the beach this summer, but then I got COVID and I couldn't go. So, I don't know if I'll be able to go to the beach at all anymore. But, maybe one day. Monster X will be a wild melee unit. I'm excited for Monster X, man. I didn't want Monster X to win the poll because I thought there was some more units that were a little low-key, a little underrated units that I would have liked to see make it to the game. But don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean I don't like Monster X. I very much am a fan of Monster X. I just thought there might have been, you know, maybe a few other characters that deserve some love that maybe haven't had it in a little while. Imagine you drop Monster X in like Kiryu comes in and Gorath explodes. That would be kind of sick if they had like a Gorath. They should just put in a Gorath card and just like drop a giant meteor on them. Maybe you should do a poll on maps that could be added. I could, but I don't know. That might just end up being a community post, you know. Can Burning Godzilla 2019 happen in this game? Probably not. You think Planet Eater Ghidorah could be invincible and can't be killed, but he has a base where, like in the anime, is someone. That would be cool if he like didn't do a ton of damage, but did like a little bit, and then like you had to kill his base to kill him. That would be interesting. Or he could just be like a piece that you place like at the missiles or something. Orga could be like Gojira, in which he dies, he becomes what kills him or something. Orga, it would be cool if Orga like grappled units so they would stop moving, and then he could like health drain them. Would be interesting. You finally got the King of the Monster rank this season, and you've been playing on this account since Rodan season, but you did have an account during launch till Leo season. Ah, you lost your account. I see. That's unfortunate. We hate to see it. I would like to see Skeleturtle reference from player icon. I want Skeleturtle to be playable. I don't know what he'll do. Maybe just walk into people like Shin Godzilla's first form, but I think Skeleturtle would be cool. You think you're going to make Destroyer to scale and be slightly taller than Godzilla units, or he's going to be the same size as the Godzilla units? I mean, he'll probably look bigger. I think Destroyer will look a little bit bigger than them. But I'm excited for Destroyer. Man, I'm so excited. I am so excited for Destroyer. We're going to go nuts on stream. Destroyer and Evangelion and Giant Octopus, not in any particular order, are the 3 units that I am just the most excited for. Like, by far. I think the only surprise unit that could get me on the same level as hype as those 3 would maybe if they added Titanosaurus or Varan or Godzilla 1998 to the game for whatever reason. Gotta head back to work. Take it easy. Alright, Nee, you have a good night. Thank you for the donation. It was always a pleasure having you here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Skeleturtle for 4-star version of Anguirus, super tanky, immune to stun and immune to burn. That'd be kind of sick. Oh, wait, we forgot the lights are off. Lights are off. And to celebrate birthday and to go with my birthday hat, purple lights. Can I make them pink? Okay, what about now? I sound now? I kicked the wire again. But do I sound good now? Yeah, okay, excellent. I kicked the wire. That happens sometimes. I gotta just watch out for the wire and not kick the microphone. I do also expect Giant Octopus to be like Bylante, except I hope that Giant Octopus can grapple units and hold them in place. In all the movies that Giant Octopus is in, it like attaches itself to all the characters. So that was my hope. My original hope with Giant Octopus, when we were originally campaigning for him to join the game, was that he would be not a 4-star because he's kind of like an awkward unit. Like, no one really knows him. No one cares about him. So they would not possibly make him a 4-star, but we got him into the top 3. I think there's a good chance that he'll probably end up being a 4-star. But my whole idea with him was maybe he would just be a more accessible version of Bylante. But now Bylante's pretty accessible. You know why we were kind of excited for Giant Octopus? It's probably not going to be here for a long time, but I'm still pretty excited. Dude, I'm pumped. I'm pumped for them to just add a wacky random monster that no one gives a shit about. I feel like Shin should do back moves when flying units are near him instead of targeting it. Shin's only attack should be the AoE. Shin would be so much better if his only ability was the AoE. Just a fact. Put Maguma in as the game is a 3-star joke. His gimmick is that freezing side has no effect on him. I think Maguma would be cool. Maguma definitely has a chance to join the game. He was in Godzilla Defense Force. He has a good chance of joining this one. I have a feeling they'll end up doing a lot of kaiju. This game, they seem to be really committed to this game for the long run, which is good. We love to see it. I'm also going to wait. I guess I don't need to wait for Shin Godzilla. But they seem committed to this game for the long run, so it's going to be very nice to see eventually who comes. Maybe next year, you know? How much worse do you think Godzilla Earth would be if he was affected by stun? He would be terrible. It takes 5 seconds for him to attack. He would be stun locked by literally everything. Gogiron, female Godzilla's Valentine's Day event. Yeah, the female skin from the the female Godzilla from that Chibi Godzilla show would be an interesting skin. You play Defense Force, your Chromebook is finally working. I was disappointed Shin wasn't the new G21. Yeah. There's something on my phone. I want to blow it off. A lot of people ended up being disappointed in Shin. I really like Shin. I think that he's one of the best defensive units we've ever gotten in the game. But it's because his attack speeds change when he is fighting a ground unit. That is what makes him bad. Because his attack speed is like a 2.6, but when against the air, but when he's fighting the ground, it's like a 3.2 or something like that. Like, that is just not what you want at all. Shin is good. Shin could have been amazing. Shin is just Shin is good, but he's not insane, which is unfortunate. I wish my Shin high level, bro. You have like a level 20 Shin Godzilla. I don't even want to hear it from you. You hush. I seen your Shin Godzilla. Maybe how about a Terror Mega Godzilla event that includes Show Mega Godzilla and Titanic Story similar to MKG collab with Ronin and Ultima? Yeah, listen, I personally miss when they did 2 units per season. I And for a long time I said that I didn't want them to continue doing 2 units per season, but I'm starting to miss it. Especially if the unit ends up being a little lackluster. Like, Kong was Kong and Jet Jaguar, Leo was Leo, Super X Dorat, Spyrodan was Spyrodan, and Desghidorah. And then Burning Season was Burning in 54, and Gigan had Gigan and Kids, so... it would be cool. I would love to see Mechagodzilla from Terror of Mechagodzilla, whatever. Is that the one where he has the... whatever the Mechagodzilla movie is, I don't remember, where he is wearing Godzilla's skin. I think it would be really interesting if the Mechagodzilla, you place him on the field and it's G89, and then when that... and he has like different stats, maybe different health, less attack, and then when that G89 dies, he becomes Mechagodzilla. Could be interesting, or maybe he takes enough damage and he like sheds that skin. I think there's a really good chance that that Godzilla specific, or that Mechagodzilla specifically, has the doppelganger effect to some capacity, but I don't know what it would be. But I think there's a good chance that that would happen. Thinking of the first one, yeah, not the one with Titanosaurus, the first one. I couldn't remember what if it was just called Versus or if there was something else with it. I like the Titanosaurus one a lot, and I really like the Mechagodzilla design. You can't really see it in my back right there, but I have the Deforial Mechagodzilla 1974. Like, I love that design. I would love to see him come into the game. He'll come eventually, I'm sure, but I think it'd be really interesting. Definitely a sick unit. GMK, I love the GMK Godzillas too. Like, the GMK movie is one of my favorite Godzilla movies, but I mean, I would love to see all the GMK characters come to the game. I have the GMK NECA right over here. Godzilla vs. Destroyer was the only really good Heisei movie. The others were not great. I like the Heisei movies a lot. I think Destroyer vs. Destroyer is probably one of my favorite Godzilla movies of all time, if not my absolute favorite. Because Godzilla 1998 is not my favorite Godzilla movie, but it is definitely one that I really, really like a lot, enough to be in my top 5. My reputation between gears, he attacks only ground. When someone shoots at him, he throws back to the unit, especially aerial. Yeah, I am curious to see how they are going to end up doing Singular Point and Gearus. He is definitely going to be an interesting one. Because he's not just going to... he can't just block and attack. Because right now, what's his name? Jet Jaguar already blocks 2 with the Anguirus Spear. So Anguirus Singular Point will have to like deflect the attacks or something, especially the ranged attacks. It would be interesting if Anguirus Singular Point was not killable by ranged attacks, but he was only killable by melee attacks. That could be a very... he could be like... he could have not a lot of health. Like, he could maybe have 2/3 of the health that regular Anguirus has, and maybe the same damage. And then, just completely immune to anything with the attack distance of long range or medium. It has to be like a close-up attack to kill him, I think would be interesting to see. If you look closely when you're fighting an opponent, you can see Anguirus in the leader thing, so Anguirus maybe was a planned leader but never got it. Yeah, I do think that Anguirus was a planned leader at one point. Which is why when we thought that he was gonna, or when we thought, when Toho said that they were going to make new leaders, a lot of people thought that Anguirus was going to end up getting a leader spot because he's in that cycle through, but he's not a leader, which is unfortunate. Singular Point would be a good counter to aerial units, as it will get rid of the huge thing with flying units and using more ground units. I think that, I don't know if he would solely be responsible for ending the flying meta, because there's a lot of ground units that are run. Like, I run Kamacuras, I run Biollante, I run, sometimes I run Space Godzilla. Like, there are units that are on the ground. There's also Anguirus, you know, like, units that you have to get really close for or do, like, a melee attack would be interesting to see. As long as the character has the close range stat, I think they'll be fine. Like, Mega Gearus doesn't use a ranged attack. She punches. I think that is, like, perfect. Like, that would be a good counter to Anguirus, right? And the Rodan 64 as well could also do it, you know? So it should develop buddy attacks like a Jet Jaguar high five and do double damage. I would love synergies in this game. You wonder what Shin Ultraman would do as a unit? I haven't even seen Shin Ultraman yet, so I don't even want to begin speculating on what I think Shin Ultraman could do as a unit. But he has the... I punched the mic again. He has the beam. I don't remember what that beam is called. But, he could do that. I'd imagine, right? Guardian units should have a universal health buff, or aerial units should have a universal damage nerf, in my opinion, because aerial units have too much going for them, and most of them cost 5, should be end games. The cross beam, as I call it. Yeah, I don't remember what that beam is called. Your dad made some killer fried chicken bites. Nice. I love fried chicken bites. Maybe the Final Wars version of Rodan could be a skin for the OG Rodan. No, I don't want any I don't want any skins for characters that are their own separate entity. All the Rodans deserve to be different. All of the Godzillas deserve to be different. The only reason I would accept another skin is for a minor difference. Like the Godzilla from the Tokyo SOS and against Mecha Godzilla. It's just basically that scar. I don't know what a separate unit would do differently for that scar, but that could be a skin. But if it's a totally new character, like the Rodan from Final Wars and 64, needs to be its own character. Needs to be its own character. The beam is called for Ultraman, the Ultra Beam. Got it. They should add a unit that has a counterattack so that it can deflect damage back to the attacker, so high damage unit can get counter weaker. Yeah, that should be, for the counter unit, that should be Singular Point and Gears for sure. You honestly think Manila 04 is a separate entity from Manila 67? Yeah, for sure. Why I don't like skin? I don't mind skins, but the roster for this game is only like 40-something kaiju. If we took Mecha God, like, all the Godzillas need to be their own characters so that there's a new unit that comes out. The reason I don't want skins to be characters that we already, like, characters that we have turning into characters that we could have is because we don't have a huge roster, right? You want to change the meta? Are you tired of a stale meta, Batra always being around? Do all the Godzilla characters. If there's a character that has a different year than its predecessor, Rodan 56, 64, 70s, 2000s, I don't give a shit. Needs to be their own separate entity. Period. End of story. That way that Toho can sell us 4 stars. They can add new pieces to our rosters. It could possibly change the meta. But if you take, you know, Rodan Singular Point, Rodan Final Wars, Rodan Original, and just make them skins for Rodan 64, wasted unit potential in my opinion. What if cosmetics to a different character gives them unique animations and stats? I do not want skins to give characters different stats. I don't mind if the animations for the attacks are different, as long as the attacks aren't changing any of the stats. Keep the stats the same. The animations could be different. As soon as the stats start changing, that is dangerous. That is what Marvel Future Fight did, and it is so pay to win, it is ridiculous. So as soon as they start offering skins with different abilities that change the stats, they're going to start offering them for money, mark my words, and then it's going to become really pay to win. Just saying. Just saying. Have I seen Godzilla vs. Troy by Slick? I have not. Skins like Godzilla covered in Bios Acid is fine, as it's just the same unit but different looks. Yeah, like a palette swap is fine. Like Kiryu, for the Evangelion collab, Kiryu getting a skin that makes him the colors of Units 1 and Units 2, that is a great idea. Because it doesn't change his kit at all, it just changes his color palette. Perfect. Amazing. Bio Goji, getting the goo on him, perfect. Amazing. It's just a little bit of extra colors. There's nothing that Godzilla covered in goo would do that regular Godzilla is not going to do. Problem with new units is that the last few seasons the packs were expensive, like $80, just too much, and the 4 or 5 gem packs are also too much. I don't know what pack you're opening in the last few seasons that was $80. We're just gonna let G21 breathe red fire instead of blue, and that's it. Yeah, like, just like the skins, as long as the skins are some kind of palette swap or pattern change or strictly cosmetic, I do not care. I'll buy it. I don't care. Kiryu 03 wouldn't be a skin for Kiryu 2 because he has different attacks. Exactly. The Kiryu we have in the game is long range. The next Kiryu that gets added deserves to be a melee attacker with the drill for the hand. He needs to have the drill for the hand and go in for melee attacks because he has that gif and that scene where he's like beating the shit out of Godzilla. Totally separate move set. And then one of these Kiryus can get a Unit 2 skin, and one of the Kiryus can get a Unit 1 skin for EVA, and you call it a day. That is 2 different Kiryus, 2 different movesets with 2 unique skins. I haven't been opening the $80 and $4 gem packs because of the price. I don't know what $80 packs you're talking about. G9 Bio Goo close range nuclear pulse with no AoE, but it's just a new animation with same damage and such. Yeah, listen. You could take Godzilla 89 that's in the game now, and someone, I think it's Jaden, also said this in the Discord and in stream I think today too. You could take Godzilla 89 and make it so instead of punching, he does his breath, or he does a tail whip or something. As long as the stats and the range, everything like that remains the same. If the animation is purely cosmetic and the skin is purely cosmetic, I do not care. As soon as the numbers in the unit stat page start changing, then we're going to start having problems. Then it's going to start becoming pay to win. Mark my words. Tokyo SOS maybe as a skin, maybe his attack would be the same or different attack. No. Tokyo SOS Kiryu, his own unit. With his own unique moveset. His own unit. Not a skin. Period. His own unit. If the character has a year in front of it, Kiryu 2002, or after Kiryu 2002, Kiryu 2003, separate characters. In my book, separate characters. You need to grow the roster for this game. If you start collapsing units in on themselves, you're not going to grow the roster. You're just adding skins and variants. And at that point, Toho's going to make way more money selling these characters as individual pieces than as skins. Skins you buy one time. Unit shards you buy a billion times. Like if they made Biolante attack in an AoE where she spits acid in the full 360, fine. That's whatever. I don't care. That's what is needed. But if they made Biolante a long-range attacker with a beam attack, that's bad. Just make that a separate character. Which Kiryu is in the game now? I think it's Kiryu 2002? I don't remember. But whatever the Kiryu is not in the game needs to be its own thing. The more characters that we have added to the game, added to the unit pool, the more diverse the meta will be. The more characters that we get as skins, it means the more pay to win. Because guess what? Administration 1, he's watching. He has a level 30 Kiryu. Literally has a level 30 Kiryu. Brand new, fresh pulled level 30 Kiryu. If there's a skin that comes out that changes him to Godzilla, to Kiryu, whatever the other Kiryus with the drill hand, and changes the stats completely, and that drill hand is meta, and that drill hand is incredible, guess what he's running around with? A meta level 30 Kiryu. And how upset is everyone else going to be? Exactly. Busting in on the next live stream they have. Oh, 100%. Alpha just subscribed. Thank you, Alpha, for the support and for subscribing during all my rants. But like, yeah, Zerber's level 30, King Ghidorah by, yeah. So imagine a whale, like Administration 1 with level 30 4 stars, max level 4 stars, and then a skin comes out that absolutely makes the meta, changes their kit, changes their stats, everything, and he's gonna have them at level 30, ready to go. Not great for a lot of other players, great for him, right? Great for me, I'm gonna buy that skin. Great for him, he's gonna buy that skin. The whales are gonna buy that skin. It's gonna fuck up the free-to-play players so hard if you start giving characters and skins their own stats and movesets. It's gonna absolutely be so fucked for the free-to-play players. I cannot stress it enough. Go play Marvel Future Fight for literally a day, 3 hours. Just play that game for a little bit. You'll see what I'm talking about. It is wild. It is so bad. You just need to make the skins, for the love of God, Toho. The skins just need to be cosmetic only. They can have different effects. They can have different moves. They can have different colors on their skins. I don't care. Just for the love of God, do not change the stats, please. The stats, as soon as the stats changes, we're going to go down such a slippery slope to pay to win. It's not even funny. Just saying. Just saying. That's my rant on that. But at the end of the day, could be a futile rant because we don't even know if we can even use the skins in ranked. If the skins are only for the studio mode and they never come to rank, sure. I don't care. But if the skins are going to end up affecting the ranked meta, bad idea. Think Godzilla Earth pseudo burning form would be a skin, or should it be an evolution? I don't really expect them to do more Godzilla Earth characters. They can. I hope they do. I think they'll end up just making that like pseudo burning thing for him probably just a skin. Imagine they give it an birthday skin. Dude, they literally, for the anniversary of this event, could have put in skins into the game, given G89 a skin that has just a little birthday hat that says happy birthday on it, and called it a day. That could have been fun. Man, did you know Kiri was supposed to have his own solo movie? It was canceled for an unknown reason. I didn't know that, but that's interesting. Skins only in that theater thing would be so damn disappointing. That's what it looks like it might be. We don't know if they're going to be in ranked yet. Melee, when you end a rant, you need to say, but hey, I'm a game developer myself, so what do I know? Yeah, dude, I'm a game developer. What do I know? I've only been playing games for 20 years of my life. I only have a BFA in game development, and I've been working in the industry for 3 years. What do I know about this? What do I know? Nothing. Just a random guy's opinion with no experience whatsoever on how to handle these matters. Granted, I've not been in the industry very long, but I have a degree in it. I had to work 4 years for that. I noticed that you can tell the age of your character in GBL by how bad their mouth looks. Like, Ultima's mouth looks terrible. I think, like, holiday birthday skins would be accessible. Accessed for the event for, like, a month, and you won't have the skin as it would be limited you get next year. Yeah, I would love that. I would love a Christmas skin. I would love a Christmas skin that, you know, comes out this Christmas and maybe makes Biollante Christmas tree. It gets a little star on Biollante's head. There's little ornaments on her tentacles. She has like that wrapping on her. That would be cute. That would be adorable. And it doesn't change anything. Just how changed she looks, I buy it. I'll spend $10 on that, $15 on that, just to change how Biollante looks in ranked. Of course, I have a little 15 Biollante. I use her every day. I love that bitch. Of course, I would dress her up like a Christmas tree. Wait, any word on that 1v1 mode? Not really a ton on it. That's part of the studio mode, and everything that we know of the studio mode, I have a video on like what we know and we don't know, and the blog post today didn't really give us any new information on it, but it seems like you can make your own maps and then like challenge people to a 1v1, but I don't know how you would challenge people to a 1v1 on them. There's no friends list, which they desperately need a friends list in this game. What do you think Destroy Perfect Form would be like? I don't know, but I hope he's a fucking animal. I hope Destroy Perfect Form is insane. He's my favorite monster. What changes would you make to the game if Toho hired you to work on the game? Oh my god, dude. I would like top to bottom rework the leveling system. It is so bad. It needs... I don't know what I would do, but I know I would have to just gut it. To be honest, now that I think about it, we need more city backgrounds, and they're trying to singular point city background. It's like a movie they drop so much fire at once, but I like to display more posters too. I think they should add like a billboard or two that you could display. Would be nice. Imagine if the missiles get a candy cane skin. Dude, I would love it. Listen, missiles could get a candy cane skin. That would be sick. Christmas would be like Snow Godzilla skin for GTA 9. Yeah, like, that could be sick. Like, I would love holiday themed skins. I want Manila dressed up as a little vampire or a witch holding a little pumpkin basket for Halloween. That would be incredible. I'm sure they'll do something for Chinese New Year if there's a big enough Chinese population playing this game. Most games do. Fortnite does. Destiny is a Chinese New Year thing. So I'm sure that would be a thing. I'm sure there would be something for a Japanese holiday. They would input something. Godzilla Day, they should do something for Godzilla. Maybe put a happy birthday cone on Godzilla or something like that for his birthday. Maybe not the game's anniversary. Camille, you use your G materials for Destroyer or Giant Octopus? I'm using them on both. I'm getting both of them day 1 to level 5. Both of them. And then from there, we'll see who needs more G materials. Bro, for Skin Manila, could have Santa hat and a beard. Yeah. There's so much potential for skins that are just purely cosmetic. Like, I'm excited for skins, and I hope you can use them in rank as long as they're cosmetic only. They should let you customize the main menu music like you have single player version. I think they should let you pick any of the music that's already in the game to be the background music. Like, I don't know why that's not an option either. But in all fairness, the background is really sick. I really do like the background stuff. Big fan of that. Wait, what's like the scariest character like Destroyer? What would a Pennywise skin for him for Halloween? Pennywise Destroyer? Kind of be sick. Hope they don't make him a clown though. But like, you literally could have Zilla or Godzilla 1998 and then for like give him a 4th of July skin or something, you know, for the American audience. You could do that. But we don't know, and we're not going to know for a little while at least. The skins and the movie stuff was supposed to come in is supposed to come in update 2.0. Currently we're on update 1.5.5. I'm not sure when 2.0 is coming. I'm sure you could look on either my unit data table for when the versions were updated, and then Toho Kingdom also has a lot of really good information on Battleline, and they keep track of all the updates and stuff. So you could definitely go to Toho Kingdom and see what the version numbers increase by. I'm not sure what it is. It's definitely not by 0.1 every time. So who knows? You know, maybe July is 2.0. We don't really know how far away update 2.0 is. But we just know that the event is coming in, or the new mode is coming in 2.0. We think about Kong 62 piece with the abilities like King Caesar charging and plus electrical powers. I would love that. I would just love that more Kongs in this game. I'm really excited for November 3rd, 2023 because Godzilla's turning 69. Nice. Yeah, I am excited for Godzilla's birthday. Because obviously turning 69 is pretty sick. And then we'll probably get something fun for Battleline. I think if we don't see Destroy in July, if we get Shin Ultraman for July, or literally anything that's not Destroy in July, I think we'll get Destroyer for Godzilla's 69th birthday. Missiles would be better if they costed less. That's why trains are now being seen everywhere, because they were good-ish, but they were expensive and didn't do a lot for what you need for the price, and now that they are low price, they are pretty good. Get ready for wave 45, wait till the end, you'll see. It's just a bunch of shins. I don't think I've seen a single shin in this whole event. Maybe I'm just not paying attention, I'm killing them too quickly, but I haven't seen like a single one off the top of my head. I don't even remember. Come on, Desghidorah. And it's about time that, maybe in the next 2 or 3 months, that they take Desghidorah and put him in the regular pool of units and then put a new character in the ASB. It's time. It's time. We need Desghidorah to be a little bit more easily accessible because he's a really good character and more people deserve to have him. Well, I mean, he was running through the city before fighting Godzilla. It's considered charging. That's true. You're right. Alright, so this is wave 45. It's probably going to be a bunch of moths or something, right? Oh my god. Rumbling Manillas. Rumbling. Rumbling. Okay. Are they just going to, like, hang out there? Oh, I'm just literally just stunned. There we go. Dead. Look at the 1994 in Battleline went. Dude, I would love little Godzilla. He's so cute. And I'm sad that I didn't buy the bundle that had Mogera Icon and little Godzilla in it. But next time it comes around, I'm definitely picking it up. Oh, there's like so many guys. Jesus. Alright, well, we can deal with that. That's not a problem. OG Kong needs a buff to his own attack by pausing and beating his chest. There should be like Kong that like beats his chest after a kill and like gives a buff to like all like a health buff or a. All right, say Kong 62, he kills a unit and then he beats his chest and then he gives an attack boost to everyone around him, like a 30, 25, or 35% attack boost, and then he goes back to attacking. That'd be interesting. He gives a buff only when he gets a kill. That'd be cool. Should Singular Point JJ with wheels be a skin or another character? Make him another character. I want Singular Point JJ with wheels. I said this on my last stream, I think, or somewhere. I don't remember where I said it, but I want Singular Point Jet Jaguar with the wheels to come to the game, and I want him to hold the harpoon gun, and I want the harpoon gun to I want it to be the first anti-air Jet Jaguar, because none of the Jet Jaguars hit the anti-air. What if they do kaiju for fan-made Godzilla designs or kaiju and the winner gets added to GBL? That would be that would be interesting. I feel like it would be really complicated, but I think that would be kind of cool. I would be down. I wish Toho would just hit my line like I've been hitting theirs, and then I can just talk to them about maybe what the fans want to see in terms of characters that aren't on the unit poll, and then maybe some suggestions from the community and from a lot of the high-ranking endgame players and whales, and like what we would like to see. Like, we have a pretty good grasp on the meta because we have a lot of things really powerful and we can use a lot. We can see what the endgame meta is going to be. A lot of people in my Discord don't like to hear it, but the player in my Discord, King Ghidorah, is usually right about the meta. Like 7 or 8 times out of 10, his opinion on what the meta would be in the endgame is very accurate. So I wish Toho would just take a minute and listen to some of us, some of the endgame players, or at least listen to me relay that information to them and try to get some kind of balance changes thrown in or some additions to the game or whatever. Like, we desperately need a friends list. I think we need a clan system to some degree, but adding a clan system also has its own challenges that come with it. Like, you're now, operating a clan, and like everyone has to be kind of focused up and communicating and stuff like that so you can reach endgame goals and stuff like that. But there's so much that this game could do, like a crazy amount that this game could do. Spence, you literally missed like the entire stream. Straight up. Group battles up to 4 players. I mean, group battles would be cool. I don't know how they would do it, but that would be kind of cool. Since everyone in the streamer here will only answer to Dr. Michael Morbius. Yes, I will only answer to Dr. Michael Morbius. Sort of challenge is part of the fun and the prestige if you can get it done, though. Because you damage the stream. Add 2v2. 2v2 would be cool. Some kind of like arena maybe would be cool. Not like how we have now, it's just PvP where you just go after people like randomly, but like maybe like an actual arena where you can like set a team or something and like fight. I don't know. Some kind of system that, I don't know. You're just vibing with the boys? I'll bet. Alright, go vibe with the boys. But this game, definitely, there's a lot of stuff that could be improved. That I would like to see improved as well, or added. Friends list is one of them, for sure. Guilds, I would love to see guilds. I think that's a lot of an undertaking to ask of Toho, so maybe friends list first and then guilds later. New maps, obviously. Less 4 stars, or the same amount of 4 stars, but more units that are not 4 stars. Honestly, if they just talked to a chunk of us from the Discord that either play a lot or top 100, 200 about changes, the next balance would be fire. Yeah. Literally, Toho, if you're listening to this at any point, come to my Discord, DM me, email me or something. You have my contact information. I've left it with you. I can get you like the top 100 players. Straight up, and we could all sit down in a Zoom call or something and discuss the meta or what needs to come to the game or something like that. I could get you some of your top spenders all in a room together, and we could discuss whatever you want, Toho. Runs Imagine Zilla Jr. in a game where he runs around and when you're near you, he pounces. I would love Zilla Jr. to come to the game and he could pounce and be fun. I love Zilla Jr. No way they're gonna kill my Mecha Godzilla. My Mecha. Toho meeting their funding for the first time. Legitimately. Legitimately. Yeah, admin one, I think I'm free for that call. You better be. If they for whatever reason I Godzilla from Godzilla Land, the Chibi could show he could teach math and do something. That would be funny. I want the Chibi Godzillas to come to show. I really wanted Godzilla stuff to come to the game, but instead we just got the poster. Friendless would be lit. Like when you go to fight some random and it ends up being your friend, it'd be cool animation. So like, I think it would be even cool because like you can see your battle history. I should be able to go see my battle history and then choose from the history one of the people that I had a really good battle with and friend request them, so that way maybe we could chat in game, because some games have a private chat system, but that could be maybe too much to ask for. Or just a PvP section, so like I could add Jaden, I could add you to my friends list, and then if you were like, hey, let's battle, you could just hit friends list, hit Sir Melee, and then go to like 1v1 or something. How do you get G21? You cannot get G21 anymore. He's out of the boxes. Cannot get him. Also, for all of those at home watching that may not be paying attention 100%, I'm going to repeat myself. I do not promote buying the event tickets. The only reason I'm about to buy this one and am buying this one is because I only need to complete one more checkpoint and I don't want to spend 150 gems on one checkpoint. I am spending 80 tokens on the ticket. I'm never doing it again. I only ever do it just for this last checkpoint. Do not do what I do and buy those tickets. It's not a good evaluation. I'm only doing it for the content. You don't do it on your own. There's no reason to. So if you go out of your way to buy the rights for Shin Ultraman, you would logically make him a unit. So the Godzilla crossover makes my hope for the Shin crossovers non-existent somewhat. Yeah, like they first, in all fairness, for the Godzilla stuff, they didn't hype up a Godzilla crossover. They just were like, oh, here's a Godzilla stuff. Like, here's a free icon. Here's some stickers. They didn't, like, hype up for months a collaboration with Godzilla. They kind of just, like, dropped it. The fact that they're hyping up the Shin Universe thing, the fact that they had it on the live stream, the fact that the Shin Ultraman movie just came out, the Shin Evangelion movie came out last year, or it's not technically called Shin Evangelion, it's in the Shin category, but it is the rebuild, like 3.0 plus 1 plus 3 or whatever. There's just too many factors to make me not believe that Ultraman wouldn't be playable. Like, there's no way to get the rights to Shin Ultraman for a poster, though, right? Exactly. Like, they're collabing for merchandise in Japan. They have all these museums that are opening up, or like pop-up museums that have like all of the information and stuff like that, and posters. Like, if they're going big, they might as well make them a unit. They're definitely, if the Shin heroes are not playable, then they're just leaving money on the field. Yeah, the Shin stuff has clearly been in the works for a while. Probably why we only got leader updates. We don't know. We literally don't know what is coming with the Shin Ultraman update. I hope he's playable. It would be a huge bummer if he wasn't playable. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll see in July what the deal is. I hope it's not just cosmetic. Listen, if it's just cosmetic, I'll buy all this stuff for it regardless. But, if Ultraman was playable, that'd be crazy. Because we would have the first game, I think the first game with Godzilla, Kong, and Ultraman together. At least the first Toho officially licensed game with all of them together. And then, obviously, Kamen Rider and Evangelion would follow suit. I'm sure all the icon characters in the collab art will be playable. I hope so. I'm not a whale, but for Eva, I'd make an exception. At least try to get it to 5 or usable towards the end of the season. Yeah. Like, there's just so much we don't know about the event, and it's so early to speculate on what is possible. I would be so shocked if the Shin heroes weren't playable. Like, could you imagine the money they'll rake in with Eva Unit 1? Or Ultraman? Like, absurd amounts of money. Like, we're literally talking, like, a dick ton of money. Like, These shit, like, Evangelion is huge in Japan. Ultraman is huge in Japan. They would literally be leaving money on the table if it was just, like, a bundle of posters and stuff. No one is going to care about posters in 3 months, but if Ultraman is meta, people are going to care about Ultraman. Wish they had a feature where you could choose the bots, units, and set their levels, try different decks. I wish that too. I wish they upgraded the bot fights as well. Even more money for Asuka's EVA unit. Dude, I don't think any one of the characters either from EVA, Ultraman, or Kamen Rider that are not the main characters are going to come to the game. But man, if they dropped Unit 2, I would wail for Unit 2. Asuka is great. Shinji, great. Rei is great. Any of the EVAs, I would go hard on. Like, they're leaving money on the table if they don't want to use them as playable characters. I can't... If I was sitting in that... I couldn't even fathom a boardroom meeting where they don't at least discuss them being playable. You know? It's just so bizarre to me that, like... I feel like they'll be playable because they've been kind of mysterious about it. I wish we see actual playbacks of our previous matches. Make it easier to learn from our mistakes. That is also a good feature, like a theater mode from Halo. Wave 50 is like hard and Wave 51 is like easy. Not for me. I never really struggle with these events in the first half, at least. I like kind of just blow through them all. I am not totally paying attention to this Earth though, which is going to be a problem, but at least I can get Earth to kind of turn around. I can get some hits on him. I think G materials weren't actually added to help with G21 Kong, but rather Shin and Ultraman and Co since he's limited. This was definitely for a long time. Yeah. Well, Shin is not limited. We don't know if any of the other character Shin collab units, if they come to the game, if they'll be limited either. I hypothesize that they most likely will be limited units. I hope not. It would be crazy if they were just permanently in the game, but I feel like they'll be limited as well. What if you could choose the unit that it shows up on your home screen instead of your leader? That would be sick. John Geigen, easy win. I totally forgot I sent out Geigen. But let's see what we got. So we have now 4,540 tokens. Let's see now what we'll get from this. Nothing great. Mega 93 and Kiryu with EVA skins. Yeah, it would be crazy. I would love to get some Kiryu EVA skins. Is this the same copy pasta of the Shin Junior? Sir Top Hat, if you keep spamming the same Zilla Junior thing, I'm just gonna mute you. Yeah, I mentioned Ultraman and them, doubt they'll be permanent. Yeah, I doubt the Shin collab units outside of Godzilla will be permanent as well, but I mean, we can only hope. Alright, so I got a lot of points. I got like about 3,000 points. I think there's only a total of 4,500 or something like that. Something in the mid 4,000 range. Yeah, 1,500. I'll be able to get all this though, I'm not worried about it. I want to check though my achievements because I'm pretty close to getting some units to max. So I want to check up on that really quickly. Destroy could be 3-stage Evo with the aggregate flying in normal forms. I hope Destroyer is not a 3-stage Evo. The 3-stage Evo is kind of killing Shin's viability in the meta, in my opinion. Not only the fact that Shin's ability, or his attack is like so whack, but his 3-stage evolution is also kicking his ass. Alright, so one of these will say Manila, and it'll be like 19,000 or something. Manila at 19,412. I almost have him at 2,000. For the 1-stars, for the bronze units, you need 22,000 pieces. So I almost have Manila at 20,000. So I'm under, just a little above 2,000 pieces away. I'm like 2,000 something pieces. I told you 3-stage Evo would be bad. No one listened to me. I listened to you. I listened to you. And I said it was going to be interesting, but I didn't say it was going to be good. I have one for MBOS too. What are my MBOS looking like? MBOS 19,694, so a little bit ahead of Manila. I'm coming up. I'm close. I'm closing in on that. I'm just gonna open this up. Why not? What do we get? Oh, we got Manila, so that works out for me. Were you guys upgrading your units today? I actually, you know what? While I'm talking about upgrading my units, said that I didn't get to play the Operation Monarch event, Call of Duty Warzone, my internet got shut down. The Monarch event was really cool. I liked it a lot. While we're here, I'm going to buy these 10 times because, like I said earlier, for those of you who missed it in the first half of the stream, the 30% deal on leveling up your characters goes away with the second half of All-Star Battle. So if you want to make the best use of your coins this All-Star Battle, because all the 4-star pieces are very expensive, I don't think they're worth it. Spend 1,000 tokens and get yourself a bunch of coins so that way you can level up your units while they're cheap. That is the move for this go around. I don't normally get the gold because, like I say, every time the event comes around, gold is grindable, gold is free. Gold comes from every facet of this game. However, we have the 30% upgrade event, and this gold is relatively easy to grab, and you can get a lot of it. So I upgraded a bunch of units today. I need the gold. I'm going to snag it before the 30% goes away, and I'm going to spend it. Probably on Anguirus or Mega Gearus. I could probably get a unit to 20 that's not at 20, but I don't know if I would do that. Larva Destroyers should be buffed if they're near the final form. Yeah, I feel like the perfect form and the larvas need some kind of synergy together. So I spent basically all of my coins that I got today on the gold, but that's okay because we're going to spend it all on these units. What is it going to be to go to 90 or to 30 for him? It's 14,000. It's going to be a lot, right? Who else should I just get to 25? Oh, I can upgrade King Ghidorah? I didn't even know that. Okay, well, he's definitely getting the upgrade to 14. Pretty good stats. Pretty good stats. There's a lot of higher level King Ghidorahs than mine, but I like mine. I love him the way he is. I'll take Anguirus up. I think I'll probably just take Anguirus up as high as I can take him. He's really good. Really viable unit as well. And mine was a little low, and I was kind of not wanting to use him on my team because he wasn't doing what I needed him to do. But if I can get him to just a little bit more, then he'll be perfect. And I have all these stats recorded on the stream so that I can come back to it later and put it on the sheet. I can grind for level 30 and Gearus. That's not going to be a problem. The last month tier list still good to go by. Oh yeah, the last month tier list is still fire. It's still good to go by for sure. Do you think they'll add the kaiju from the Monsterverse books like the Quetzalcoatl? Probably not. You managed to get 3, 2, and stars all to level 20 thanks to this event. Yeah, you also had like 800,000 gold saved up because you never spend it on anything. But. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the night. Unfortunately, we have been going. Oh, we got Jonathan Ramos subscribed. Thank you for the subscription. I love all the support. What is this and why is it in my YouTube recommended? It's Godzilla Battleline, baby. 1 year anniversary, Godzilla Battleline. Welcome. We love to see it. You want to hang out? You want to go back and rewatch this stream? You go for it, man. You want to throw a subscribe? You go for it. I don't even give a shit. You throw this on your recommended. Algorithm's working, baby. We love to see it. Anyway. We're at that time. Oh, yeah. Administration won us 29 million gold. That's true, by the way. But anyway. We've been going for 2 hours. We did the whole event. I ranted about how terrible the anniversary event is. If you want to re-listen to my rant or anything, go watch the first 30 minutes of this. I had fun doing this tonight with you guys. I'm happy that a lot of you guys stayed for as long as you did. So, thank you all so much for watching. Go let Toho know how you feel respectfully about this event on Twitter or their inquiries tab. I will catch you all